So, all right, we are live. Happy Friday. We are back already. What a week.
What's up,
We are back.
everybody?
Oh, Lord.
I know.
Don't check out
It's
YouTube,
Freaky
guys.
Friday. I
Don't check it
know.
out.
Just listen to our angelic voices. If you get on YouTube, we want to keep your weekend nice.
We
We're too
warned you.
crazy.
We've been warned. So,
Fine.
let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Elle and I are going through a twist in here for everybody. And we're
Mm-mm.
going to talk about something that means something to everybody. And that's called permanent fitness success. And that's a
Oh, yeah.
bold title. Boom, that's a bold title. But we are bold enough to mention it because we can handle it and so can you.
That's right. That's right. So,
Yes.
where do we begin? Where shall we begin, Shawnee?
Ellie. I think for you and I, let's talk about your personal journey. How after the surgery and stuff that you went through. Oh my God. Goodbye, everybody. Oh my God. You should see Elle's face. He's making. And by the way, Elle, you look awesome, looking lean.
Thank you,
And
Michael. Right back at you.
thank you. Well, thank you very much. We're so fun. But one of the things about it was making sure that oh, I'm so sorry, I put everything in there.
My phone?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you put my phone?
It's on that desk in the other room.
Oh, my computer's over here.
Yeah, but everything else is in the other room. And so one of the things I was talking about was, let me get back on track, was Ellie started tracking her calories and realizing how little was necessary for her to eat in order for her to get into the amazing shape and person. And believe me, y'all, guys, it all starts with mentality. But with the tracking, Elle, take it from here, your personal journey, because you started just cutting. You showed me a picture before. I don't know if you want to show it one day.
Ooh, best blackmail photos right there.
But go ahead, Elle, tell about this, because this is so exciting.
No, I definitely share before and after. But what was beautiful is everything shows you there's beauty in everything, right? So the surgery, yeah, you're dying after the surgery. However, in the midst of it, it showed you what little amount of food you needed and exercise. It all boils down to your intake. I was not able
Yes.
to exercise at all.
Which everything has a positive point to it right now because it showed you, right?
Yes, and that was me mentally. I was like, oh my God, I can't get out and actually exercise. I'm going to start gaining weight. The opposite happened because I was not eating. I didn't have a desire to really eat at the time. So for a few days, actually almost a month, my
I
food
would say
intake
a
was
month, L, at least a month,
take a
L.
month.
And L, by the way, is not a big eater anyway. So this is the thing. I don't think L is a huge natural overeater anyway, because you always ate pretty clean. But even with that said, someone who's not a natural overeater by much, when you
Mm-hmm.
cut back, what did you notice? The big difference?
Oh, the big difference. And how much water mattered more than food. It was
Wow.
the water. My body was craving water, and I wasn't feeling hungry. I actually wasn't feeling hungry. Sometimes I would feel a little hungry, and I would try to eat something. My body just wouldn't. But I didn't die. I was losing weight.
But did you die?
Right, I know, right? But did you die though? And it just it was like an experiment, right? That
Yes.
through it, I came out learning all of this stuff about how to lose weight. It boils down to a caloric deficit
100%.
without even
One.
exercising.
Everybody who's listening, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there is no convoluted, deep way, no secret magic things that's going to make you lean out except being in a caloric deficit. Not extreme, just in a caloric deficit. You don't have to go do something extreme because you're going to get so hungry that you can't even freaking that you're going to lose your mind. I think that you have to find that balance where you're eating it. So you're saying, give me examples, Mike. For a man, I've noticed a man that's active let's say, is eating 2,000 calories. If you actually count what 2,000 calories is, everybody, it's over like that. It really is. And you, Space, just eat what you want, but just count everything you're doing.
Well, that was the other thing. That was the other thing that really got me because
Yes.
I was always like, I know what 200 calories, I know how to hit. And you're like, Elle, great, just track it.
Just
When I
track it.
track, I was like, oh my God, you get there so
Yes.
fast,
So fast, right, El?
so
So
fast. And that's
fast.
the kicker is in other aspects of my life, business, let's say, I was jumping into planning. You and
Yes.
I. So we're planning our business. And we were like, why don't we plan our fitness and our health in the same manner? What's the saying? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, it's so everything you're saying. I'm just enjoying what you're telling. El, thing you point on in this, you mentioned that earlier. You're like, well, with business or people who like to plan, they do everything but fitness or not picking on anyone. We aren't obviously going to name names, but Elle mentioned to me that there was a person had her former job that at once she was walking all the time and eating peanuts or nuts at the desk. It's healthy, so they don't think you have to count it if it's healthy. And I was doing that before too. Oh, it's chicken. Don't have to count it. It's free. Oh, you know, it's roast beef and it's a deli sandwich. It's lean. So I'll have a big one of that. I'll throw a bag of chips in there. And by the way, this is just lunchtime for me. Bag of chips and a snack. And the snack didn't matter the size of it, which was huge,
Mm-hmm.
because I had myself a nice healthy lunch that didn't count as calories because it was healthy. It
And the
literally
same
just
for me. The same thing for me. I'm putting myself in the hot seat. I'm under. Oh, Mr. Tango's there. If you hear him, he
that is
has something to
so
say about
awesome.
that.
That is so
He'll
cute. I
probably
love
fly
it.
over.
That
But
is
it's the
so
same
awesome.
thing as for myself. Is me in the same bag, eating whatever it is, thinking that it's not going to add up. Strawberries, what's that? But when you do, and when you watch it, you see, and that's the whole thing, right? With planning, it's not about restricting you, it's about giving you options.
Absolutely. And let's talk about that, everybody. So
Mhm.
imagine what we're saying. Let's put this into something that gets excited. Let's stop cheat days and let's have more of what you want every day, more focused on how much of it you have that day. How much of it you have it is actually more important than what you have. I'm going to go extreme for a second. And the show about this is about Sfar. I love him. He's so awesome. I love for the fact that let's say this one scientist who understood what was calories and calories out. And people actually got mad at him for this. He ate nothing but Twinkies, but he ate it at a caloric deficit for 30 days. Guess what? His health markers improved. He actually
Really?
got better blood pressure readings. He actually lost 30, 40 pounds over the span of 2 months. I think one time he did it with Twinkies. The other time he did it with McDonald's. Nothing but McDonald's for 2 months straight. But it was all within a caloric restriction. I'm going to fast forward to tell you what I do. So I'm on 2,000, everybody, right? You know what I'm doing tomorrow? I'm having a Wendy's triple bacon cheeseburger, which comes out to 1,000. I know, Ellie. 1,160 calories. Okay. Now, if I have that and I have one of my favorite grilled hot dogs, total, that's going to be 1,400 calories. Now, what am I going to do during the day? I'm going to have a light bowl of fruit and coffee and water and walk around because I like to fast mostly. So I won't get up and eat right away. I'm still leaning out and losing because I'm still under 2,000 calories. Eating a triple bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's that tastes so satiating, and a grilled hot dog for a total of 1,500. And guess what? I still have 500 left over for a small dessert.
Guys, and that's so true because if anything, you can go back to our YouTube videos and saw where we were to where we are today. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like, oh, they're just talking shit. We do. Say no. But it's a visual thing. It's visually. We stepped into what it is that we're about, which is why we're sharing it with you because it works.
Yes.
It truly is an opportunity to plan, and there's freedom in that. There's
Yeah, it's
so much
so much.
freedom.
Oh my God.
And the freedom,
Before. Go
right?
ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Because the freedom to me is when I now understand personally that it doesn't boil down to carbs, fat, protein, calories. Let's start with calories. Let's just do
And
calories.
yeah, let's just do seriously. Don't worry about anything else. I don't want you to give up one thing that you love. I just want you to count how many calories you're taking in.
Yes.
Just count that.
Yeah, so true, so true. And also the scale. The scale had helped me as well. Because
100%.
there's a lot of times with okay, I know, right. But this is an example, and we all love examples. Pretzels. I love, they're my guilty
Yes,
pleasure.
she do not put them near her. She's not responsible. What happens?
I know, I love pretzels. So, okay, this is an example. They break apart inside the bag. So to me, it was easier just to get a scale and I can weigh the grams, which are a serving, versus they say two pretzels is a serving. So, okay, if they break, you don't know. But again, it's about making life easy and having fun with it. It all boils down to having fun. And it
Absolutely.
allows me to flow throughout my day wondering. It's like just ways to release pressure from
Yes.
yourself.
Yes. 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 Everything she's saying is so smart. Get a scale. That's what. Okay, so let's do some things. Get a scale. If I were to tell anybody what to do, the first thing, a food scale, by the way,
Right,
get
I know.
a
A
food
food
scale.
scale,
Oh
not one
yeah, you
that
don't
you
have to.
step
You don't have.
on.
Yeah, you don't have to do the one to weigh yourself on. A food scale. That is the number one thing you need. If you don't have a food scale, you're setting yourself. That's like having a car with no tires. I have a car with no gas. How far are you really going to get? You have everything but the main ingredients that's really going to help you get there better, faster. Get that food scale. And another, I would say a myth that when people's like hormones up and down, or after a while you just start losing, you stop, your body gets used to what you're doing and you stop losing weight. So let's break that myth down right here. Let's say you're going for a walk every day and the other guy's running his ass off. If he's at a caloric surplus and you're at a deficit, you're going to lose weight. He's going to lose weight. It's not the type of exercise you do. You can walk yourself into the most ridiculously fit body in the world.
Well, that's funny because again, I didn't sir, we're not going to do that. I didn't even work out, which is another beautiful again example of how it's beneficial. It's watching your calories because
Yes.
without being able to work out, it's a calorie deficit that will do it.
Yes. Yes. And yes. It really, really is. He is
Hmm.
so cute. Um, and so let's say this is how important caloric intake is. So there is no point. Okay, so everybody, if I go like this, guess what that takes? Calories. If I go like this, it takes calories.
Hmm.
Everything takes calories. The more movement, the more calories are burned. So are you going to say that if you actually walk for a while, but you've been doing it for a month, that your body got used to burning calories, so your whole walk didn't burn calories? Your
Exactly.
whole walk, because your body got used to it, stop burning calories? No. A lot of times when you exercise, you have to be aware that you're also gonna want to eat more.
Hmm.
So you're eating more because your body is not used to working out as much. So my thing is try to find a caloric deficit that's not too aggressive for you. For women, we find that between between 1400. Look at him. That is so cute. Ellie's like, look at this stuff. Now, Ellie, is that a happy look at your little birdie? Because that was like, come here, little birdie.
You're going to be dinner tonight.
I know, look at you. You so funny.
Kidding, people. We would never do that.
Yes, we would. I mean, okay, I did. But okay. But it's so funny. He's so cute. One of the things, like we're saying too with this, we just for women being a fitness director, not that it makes me qualified more than anybody else, but from my experience with lots of people, women women have less muscle. I would say, depending on the height and weight, try to do between 1400 to 1600 or even 1700 if you're a really tall woman over
Well,
six
how did
foot
you say figuring out your weight? Remember without what was
Oh
your
yeah,
thing? Because that worked well for me when I was competing.
taking times 10. Take your Now if you're a fitness competitor, it's two different ways. If you're trying to take if you're trying to lose weight and you're not trying to get on stage, and you just want to lose weight slow and easy, I would take your body weight you currently are times 10. But if you really want to see even a more aggressive weight loss, take your goal weight times 10.
And not aggressively.
Yes, right. So not aggressively would be, let's say a person weighs two.
And it,
Let's say a person weighs
yeah,
trying to think of a weight.
yeah.
Trying to think of a weight. Okay, so let's say a person weighs like 1700 pounds, and they want to. I said 1700 pounds. This is so fun. I love this. No, honestly, I love this. This is stuff you need right here. When all this stuff go around, it really is, because you can either go and practice what we say, or you can be like, oh my God, this is fun. So let's say it. A person 170 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
They want to get down to 140. If you want to get down to 140 really quickly, more quick, you would do 1400 calories, because that's your
Oh,
goal weight
140 times.
times 10.
Got you. Okay.
Now, if you want to lose weight and you're 170, and I bet you if you're overweight at 170 as a woman, unless you're very tall, that's a lot of weight for a woman, unless you're very tall. For you to lose weight, try eating 1700 calories.
Just
I
start there.
just start at 1700. Now, after a month, maybe take 100 calories off, make 1600. Most people, if you're not aware of how many calories you're taking in, it's safe to say you're taking in 500 to 1,000 more than you need. Easy.
Right. I love that, Mike, because again, it brings back up a lot of times, not saying anyone is in denial. I'll only speak for myself. It was easier for me to claim that I was in my caloric arena.
Deficit. Uh-huh. Or okay, sorry.
Arena, not even deficit. I just knew without
Right.
counting my calories that I wasn't
Yes.
exceeding them. And it's sort of like a place of denial it was for myself because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to see the reality of what I was consuming.
Yes.
I didn't want to deal with it.
100%.
So I made the statement that I knew, but the reality is you don't know
You
until
don't
you
know.
do, until you
You
actually do know.
you
Other
really
than
don't.
that, it's just an assumption. And so again, just like with business and we plan everything out there, the same thing with our health and our fitness is if you really want to make a change, give yourself the platform to be flexible to do so.
I I love that, L. So beautiful said.
You know?
Absolutely. Give yourself the platform for success. It starts up here. Get a picture. And one of the best things is, isn't it good to have clarity or a plan? This is why we're talking about this right here. This is, how do I get there? Well, one of the things is you need a plan. And okay, so if I'm going to throw this out for people who are scared to go into a deficit, most people can't even maintain their weight. They're always going up and down. More heavy, heavy,
Mm-hmm.
lean, more heavy. So here's the plan. Just try to maintain your weight even if you're not where you want to be. Just try that and you'll find, wow, okay, so I'm not going to worry about trying to lose weight. Yes, I want to lose weight, but I'm just going to take my body weight times 10 that I'm at right now.
I like that. I like that because the what I love about it is is bringing down without putting focus on it the emotional part too. It's there's a lot of emotions that are involved with
Yes, there are.
trying to lose weight. Start with where you are and have
Start
fun
with where
and
you
play
are.
with that. You know,
Absolutely.
I like that approach a
And
lot.
and I will tell you, unless you are a very tall, and why do I keep saying tall person? I'm not even saying overweight, because there's no such thing as big bone. If you ever anybody dies, you're not going to see anybody with big bones or somebody with small bones that are so big. They're like, you're a big boned person. No, the person is just being used to being observed as a big person. That's bottom line what it is a lot of times. So when you see somebody and you're like, okay, unless you're 6'4", 6'5", most of the time you can easily take your body. Well, anybody can take your body weight times 10. This is just going to keep you where you are if you just want to see. And actually, you're going to find out taking your body weight times 10. Where you are now, you'll still lose weight because you've been still overeating more than you thought. So don't think you're still going to not lose weight. At the least, you'll maintain where you are. But a
Got it.
lot of times, you're still going to lose weight. So if you're, imagine right now, you're a 200-pound male. Try eating 2,000 calories. That's really, believe me, you don't need more than that.
I like that, Mike. And something else you had touched on too, which is really, really good. Stepping everybody into the weekend on this is a really good place to do that. Is
Yes.
when you and I had chatted about cheat meals and removing that language from your vocabulary, because again, we are mental wealth and physical health, and they do fuse and blend together. And
Yes, they
so
do.
when you identify things as a cheat meal or as bad, there's an emotional connection that's tied to that as well. And emotions do carry weight. They
Wow.
do
Literally
carry
and
weight.
figuratively.
Yes,
Literally and
they
figuratively.
literally do. So you can start by removing weight by the words that you use in your
Yes.
vocabulary. That's weight
Yes.
loss. That's weight loss right there.
Wow, I love that.
Just
I
right there.
really love that. Okay, so that's the homework for today. So no such thing anymore as cheat meals.
It's
We're going to
not.
care how you're going to start tracking your calories, take your body weight times 10. If you want to maintain or slowly lose weight, but be able to at least see a difference, take your body weight, what you are right now, times 10. If you want to be more aggressive about weight loss, take your goal weight times 10.
Hmm. Hmm.
Those are the two places to start, but you get a notebook out or your phone and you track everything. I do not want you eating something. If you don't know what it is, don't eat it. You need to find a way to track it.
And Google it. You can Google it. There's, I mean, we
There
have so
you
much
go.
access at our fingertips. It's about tapping into it, all the tools that you guys
Absolutely.
have. I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that, Mike.
So thank you, El. And I think everyone's going to really love this. I mean, this is not a restriction. This is something so everybody can really open up their entire world. We're no longer saying you can't have a cheeseburger tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm having a Wendy's triple cheeseburger and a grilled hot dog, guys. It's gonna
Can
feel, and I'm watching
love that.
UFC, and I'm so excited. And I'm having a barbecue on the next day, a little barbecue with ribs. But I know what it's gonna be around.
And this is the result of knowing what your calories are. Mike's excited. He's excited
Yes,
because he knows it's only based on calories.
it
To scratch
is.
everything else. He's tracking.
Yes.
He's in charge. When you're in charge, you are empowered.
Let's end on that. Done. That is perfect. That's perfect. Have fun. Have a great weekend.
Yes. See you guys.
Everybody, everybody, bam, wave, and come back Tuesday. We're gonna have some more awesome stuff. Watch this video again because as always, we channel a lot of good information, and we do this so you can have fun. This isn't restriction. This is opening up your life.
I love
Enjoy
that.
it. Enjoy it. Boom.
See you, Mike.
We'll see you, Ellie. Take care.